All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back again at Triumph Waukesha. I am the old guy, and this is the 2024 Triumph Scrambler 1200X. Really, really good looking bike, in my opinion. Let's get a close-up look at the specs on this bike, and then do what we come to do always, and that's ride the bike and talk about how you feel. So this is a 1200cc parallel twin engine, 89 brake horsepower at roughly around 7,000 RPMs, claimed 81 foot-pounds of torque at 4,250. So the torque is coming in pretty low in the rev range. So up front, you have a 90/90 21-inch front tire, as I mentioned, spoked wheels. You have a pretty substantially sized inverted front fork, but it is non-adjustable. And you have dual piston calipers from Nissan and steel braided brake lines, which I'm always a fan of when you can have it. But let's be honest, this bike is almost $14,000. So yeah, you should have steel braided brake lines. So in the back, we got dual rear shocks that are preload adjustable. We have a 150/70 19-inch rear tire, spoked rims, single piston caliper, and that's a 255, I believe, brake disc in the back. So plenty of braking power. So I am 5'9" tall. I have a 30-inch inseam. And this bike claims a seat height of 32.28 inches. So let's just say 32.3 inches. And claiming a wet weight of 502 pounds. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem getting my leg over, but sometimes. Goes right over. And it also stands right up. It's a super comfortable riding position. It really is. It does steal the dash. We'll see the dash when I start riding, but it does steal the dash from the Trident and the new Street Triple. It's fine. I'm not super impressed with it. But I am on balls on my feet on the bike. It's, like I said, really comfy. Just leg up in rider position. You are almost completely upright. It's really, really comfortable to sit on. But I didn't come here to sit on the bike. I came here to ride it. So let's hit the road. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on the road. Suspension is, I purposely went this way because I wanted to hit these bumps. The suspension is not bad. It really is not bad. I can't say this. I've ridden other 1200cc parallels from Triumph, and it's really hot. They run really warm. And since your leg is sitting right there on the exhaust, you feel it. Quite nimble. I mean, for having a longer wheelbase, you got a big front tire. I mean, it's thin, so yeah, it feels very nimble to ride. Yeah, that 4250 torque, peak torque number, 81 foot-pounds, you can feel it. You can feel it. wish this had cruise. It'd be the one thing that I do wish this had. If it's an option, I'll put it up on the screen. I'll ask when I get back. But from a rider position, of course this has no wind protection, so I'm taking all that wind, but it's very, very comfortable. Wow. More comfortable than I would have expected it to be. That manhole cover didn't even feel it. Wow. Very nice. I'm gonna run over these too. Nope. Even though the suspension is not adjustable, it still feels fine. I mean, I'd love to get it off road. You can see it, it feels more nimble than I would have expected it to be. It's very, very nice. I mean, your stand-up position is very, very good too. I'm going to try to find something to complain about other than the heat, which is there. It's there. I can feel it. Foot pegs, vibrational. Even with the rubber inserts, they're vibrational. Can't complain about the brakes though. A lot of engine brake. Keeping in that solid power band, that torque power band, isn't very hard either, because that claiming peak torque at 42.5 basically puts it dead in the middle of the rev range with peak horsepower at 7. So man, holding in that peak torque range, not too hard at all. It's got so much torque that actually was pushing me back in the seat. It wasn't the super fast as 0 to 60. And I didn't even get to full throttle, honestly. I started sliding back in the seat, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta hold on there for a minute. Because it's a flat bench seat, so there's nothing to hold you in there. I'd say that was probably 5, maybe less than 5 seconds. I mean, like, it was up, it's going uphill, so a little slower, but man, this thing just so much torque. It's really nice, and it's not like it's stupid torque. 81 foot-pounds is a lot of torque though, but like riding the Super Duke or whatever, the Rocket 3, I mean, there comes a point when it's just like, dude, that's ridiculous. And you have adjustable brake lever, adjustable clutch, you know, and you should for the money. Let's see about a U-turn here. Right there. I wanted to get inside of that too. Could have gone a little faster. I had to tap that rear brake a couple times to get it in there. It wasn't the smoothest looking U-turn in the world, but I did get inside 2 parking spots. See, it leans over really good.
accelerates really well. I mean, let's throw up on the screen. I don't know off the top of my head, drawing a blank. I mean, but there's a lot of bikes in this price point. I'll put up on the screen bikes that are in this price point that have similar capabilities to this, as far as, you know, suspension, travel, that kind of thing. And, you know, I just feel like it's best to have the most options, or most available options at your fingertips or in front of you as possible. Front wheel gets really light when you get on that throttle. I mean, really light. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 2024 Triumph Scrambler 1200X. You know what I'm saying about the bench seat? When I hit that 0 to 60 run, it just started sliding backwards. There's a lot of things to like about this bike. There really are. And it doesn't look cheap. It, you know, it's a solid looking bike. And it's got a great sound. Very bassy. Yeah. I mean, you saw on the screen the options, and like I said, I'm sure there are quite a few. It runs really hot. I can tell you that right now. It's warm. It's a warm engine. Other things that I would have liked is just give me an actual TFT, especially for the price point. And the pegs are a little vibrational, even with the rubber inserts. So just little things. Not so much that I would have complained about it so much that it's just brutal, but yeah, I still liked it though. It was a lot of fun. And honestly, I wish I could have just found some off-road trail and just started bombing around on it. But one day with more of y'all liking and subscribing and sharing the videos, we will start getting bikes so we can just do what we like. All right, everybody, stay safe. And as always, enjoy the ride.